In order to explain you the next type of pattern, which is called as fill pattern, I have created a rectangular block on which I have created a circular extruded component which I will be utilizing for patterning. Clear? So I will be selecting the extruded component, which is extrude number 2, and I will be clicking on the pattern. After clicking on pattern, I will be changing the type of pattern to fill. And for creating a fill pattern, we need to create a sketch after turning on the fill pattern, and you can see that the model what we have created has been disappeared. Okay, when it was present over here, and if I'm just changing to fill, you can see it is being disappeared. So please don't worry about it. We have to create a sketch right now. So for creating a sketch, you can go to the right hand side and find a datum option over here. Select the sketch, select the surface, press sketch, align the view. Clear? So I will be creating a sketch. It can be of any shape. I'll just create a rectangle itself up to the half. I'll press OK right now. I have the sketch on the geometry. Clear? So I'll just resume it, and you can see after resuming the pattern, you can see the total area of the sketch what I've created is getting filled with dots. The dots are nothing but the patterned feature which will be visible on the screen after pressing OK. So here are the total extruded components which are patterned or which are getting filled basically in the sketch what we have created. So the sketch can be of any shape. It is really not required for you to have a rectangle. You can use spline as well. So I'll just cancel it. I'll delete the pattern. I'll just delete the sketch what I've created. I'll select the extruded feature. I'll go to pattern again, fill, datum, sketch, select the surface, sketch again, align the view. So let me just try to use a spline something. Okay, and right now let me just keep it as an open section. Okay, I'm not closing it as well. So let me see what is going to happen, whether the software will assume it as a closed loop and fill the area under the line, or will it give me an error. I'll just press OK. I'll resume it, and you can see the region is automatically filled with the patterned dots. Okay, so what's happening is the software is automatically assuming, the algorithm is written in a way that it assumes this particular feature as a closed loop and it fills the area under the section. So I'll just press OK right now, and you can see that according to the area, the extruded component is getting filled. So there are certain features over here which we can alter. We can alter the grid pattern. So presently this is the first type of pattern, and we can just change it from square to a diamond pattern. So this is more clearly visible when we are having a rectangular type of sketch. So I'll just pause and change it quickly. So I have created a rectangular sketch, and on that I'm getting filled with the patterned geometry, right? So I'll just change the type of grid from square to diamond type, and you can see the arrangement of the features. Clear? And the next type of arrangement, circular, I believe, hexagon, I'm sorry, and hexagon. Then we have the circular type. You can see we can also alter the spacing between them actually. So for spacing, I'll just go back to the default, and we can increase the spacing between them. So if we are increasing the spacing, the number of features are getting reduced, and if we are reducing the spacing, the number of features are getting increased. So this is another type of option available over here. We can also, so presently you can observe that the distance from border is maintained to 0, right? If we can also alter that distance, see, you can just see when I'm increasing the border distance, the distance from the sketch is getting increased. I mean, they're just getting more closer and closer to each other. So I'll just come back to 0. We can rotate. I'll just add a small rotation. We can alter the rotation as well to whatever angle we are wanting it to be. Press OK. So all this particular area is getting filled with the features. So again, I'm just mentioning a point over here that I have never used fill pattern in my career so far. I mean, it is required, but the applications which I'm working on, for me, it was not useful. But as a training in the course, it is my duty to explain you all the types of patterns. So next design is this particular thing. I'll just reduce the spacing. I'll just go to default first. Spacing, I'll just change the rotation to 0. Increase the spacing. To 50 to make it more clearer. Next one is the members along the spiral. We have the last one, which is on the corner of the curve. I'll just press OK. You'll be having all the features along the curve. So this particular geometry is the parent feature. If you're not wanting it, we can just turn it off by selecting it. You'll not be having that particular thing visible. So this is all about the fill pattern. Let us practice a simple exercise and move on to discuss the next features.